Hi, I'm Cliff Aliperti with ImmortalEphemera.com, and today we're taking a look at something a little different. Postcards. 1922 Max B. Sheffer Company postcards, also known as MBSC for the Max B. Sheffer abbreviation. Actually, we have 3 of these left. I'll hold up Catherine McDonald, a horizontal shot. And as you can see on back, got a divided postcard back. Copyright information along this side. A little thin for a postcard. More of a trading card thickness. And when I say postcard, I think we all know what the size is, but since I've been doing it with the trading cards, I'll show you for scale. There's a quarter in the bottom corner there. And here's the postcard compared to a standard baseball card. 1979 tops. Today's featured player is Roy Smalley, who, as the kids used to say, me among them, Roy Smalley plays shortstop. Anyway, this is going to be a 50-card set of postcards. We're going to see them all coming up. Wow, I have Mary Philbin left. I'm surprised she didn't sell. 50-card set of postcards. They're all coming up right now. It's the 1922 MBSC set of Kings and Queens postcards. 50-card set. And we lead off with one of the names I'm most likely to mispronounce. Articord, or Acord. I know he's a Western star. He shows up on a lot of cards from the 20s and 30s. We'll take a look at the back, and MBSC stands for, as you can see in the left column there, it says copyrighted 1922 by Max B. Sheffer Card Company, Chicago. So MBSC is Max B. Sheffer Card. And you look, there's a logo in the middle at the top left. There's the Kings and Queens movie series and the MBSC logo. Divided back postcard. Measures a standard 3.5 by 5.5 inches. Matte finish, but very nice looking cards. Here's Mabel Ballin. I've arranged them alphabetical by last name of each film star. I don't know Mabel, but I do know Jane Eyre. Wesley Barry, child star of the period, and Penrod. And we're beginning, I was going to say we haven't seen any big stars yet, but this set, 50 cards, it is packed with stars of the silent era. Here's Richard Barthelmess, the first well-known star, Intolerable David. Trust me, there's some good ones coming up. Monty Blue. And I believe that's our first horizontal pose. There are a few of those scattered throughout the set. Betty Blythe in the Queen of Sheba. Very nice gray front with a very ornate border around each pose. All the backs are the same. The same as the one I showed you up front. I have another one towards the end of the gallery. And I say gallery, this is one of the sets that there's an information page on the site at ImmortalEphemera.com, but there is no gallery, so this will serve as the gallery. Here's Irene Castle, already a widow. Husband Vernon died in a 1918 air crash. And you might know her best as played by Ginger Rogers, opposite Fred Astaire in the story of Vernon and Irene Castle from 1939. Irene Castle was the technical advisor on that movie, and her and Ginger supposedly didn't get along too well. Helene Chadwick in The Glorious Fool. This is the first of 2 Charlie Chaplin cards, the only one in the 50-card set who has more than one card. This is Chaplin in Payday, and followed by as Gentleman and Tramp in The Idle Class. 2 shorts that Chaplin was in right after The Kid. And we'll go back since he is the main attraction. These cards, if memory serves, I got about $40 to $50 each on these 2. And as part of it, I don't have the gallery. These cards I bought and I labeled the file from 2015. And I actually have a few stragglers left, but nobody nearly as good as Chaplin. I might have the Betty Compson and Theodore Kozlov card. This is the only card I think in the set that has more than one film star on it. And they are in the Green Temptation. And there's Chaplin's co-star from The Kid, Jackie Coogan, as the boy in My Boy. And of course, later on in the mid-60s, he'd achieve later fame as Uncle Fester in The Addams Family television series. More horizontal shots, Dorothy Dalton as Paul Patchouli in Fool's Paradise. Viola Dana in The Offshore Pirate. Popular star of the 20s. Her sister Shirley Mason was an actress too. And possibly the third sister, Edna Flugrath. That was actually the family name, was Flugrath. I have a little biography of Miss Dana up on the site. There's Bebe Daniels in A Game Chicken. Grace Darmond in A Dangerous Adventure. Young Marion Davies in The Bride's Play. She almost looks like Myrna Loy there, I think. But that's Marion Davies, 1922-ish. Priscilla Dean in Reputation. Miss DuPont in Foolish Wives. See her sometimes billed as Patty DuPont. Maud George, also in Foolish Wives. Great shot of cowboy star Hoot Gibson in Surefire. The only Gish sister in the set is Dorothy. Dorothy Gish as Mary Ellen in Mary Ellen Comes to Town. Another cowboy star looking kind of dapper here, William S. Hart as Oak Miller in White Oak. And there you might think that President Thomas Jefferson lived until 1922 from the looks of this fellow. But that's Thomas Jefferson as Rip and Rip Van Winkle. And actually it's a role of his father. His father was much more famous, Joe Jefferson, made famous on stage. Jefferson, singer Joe Jefferson, also appeared in some film shorts in the late 1890s. Died in 1905, the film star, the father of this actor. Pretty cool. Very nice shot of Buster Keaton in the boat. Another short. Lila Lee in After the Show. Tongue gets tied up on that. I'll say it again. Lila Lee. Harold Lloyd in The Sailor Made Man. Louise Lorraine in With Stanley in Africa. Burt Lytell, disguised behind a mustache in The Right of Way. Catherine McDonald in The Beautiful Liar. Another actress with a sister, but Mary McLaren's not in this particular set. Frank Mayo in Alaska. A popular card, Mary Miles Minter. This is one of her last few releases after the murder of William Desmond Taylor. This is about a $15 card. I don't want to give a price on the set on this one because it will vary somewhat wildly, but Mint is a decent card and you get about $15, maybe a couple dollars more. Same for Mae Murray. Great pose. Love the horns. Fascination. Harry Myers, Adventures of Robinson Crusoe. Conrad Nagel looking like a baby. Very youthful here, but he actually has been in films for a few years already. What Every Woman Knows is the film. Pola Negri, One Arabian Night. Nice pose. Another big one, Mabel Normand in title role of Susanna. Mary Philbin in Human Hearts. Charles Ray in RSVP. Guess he's a painter. Wallace Reed in Too Much Speed. Reed would shortly pass away. Died in a sanitarium. Early the following year, 1923. Theodore Roberts in Hail the Women. Hail the Woman. Will Rogers looking at a character. Doubling for Romeo. One of several movies he did for Goldwyn around this time. Gloria Swanson in Her Husband's Trademark. Anita Stewart in Rose of the Sea. Constance Talmadge in Polly of the Follies. Followed by Sister Norma Talmadge in Smilin' Through. And they're both sort of pictured how you think of them. Looks like a costume drama for Norma. And Constance looks to be up to no good. Moving forward, Alice Terry in The Prisoner of Zenda. Remade a couple of times. In the 30s and the 50s. Getting near the end, we got Rudolph Valentino in The Sheik. It's a $25 to $35 card. In that condition. More Foolish Wives, it's von Stroheim. Wrote and directed this one, appeared in it obviously, and his next film would be Greed, which would start the bad reputation. Great movie though, Greed. Here's another view of the back. I positioned it vertically this time. You can see the copyright notice at the top. Read it without straining your neck. And that means we have one more card to go, which is Gladys Walton in The Lion Tamer, which is a pretty cool pose to finish out with, even though I'm not really familiar with Miss Walton. So that is the 1922 MBSC Kings and Queens movie series of 50 postcards. Not trading cards, larger postcards, 3.5 by 5.5. And I hope you enjoyed taking a look at those. Some pretty big stars from the silent era in there. You can find, well, like I said, I only have 3 left, but I have plenty of other postcards for sale at store.immortalephemera.com. And who knows, maybe I'll get some more of these in the future. And you can also see a gallery of these at the main site at immortalephemera.com. Links are below, along with the subscribe button, which I do hope you'll hit if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And I guess I might go lower the price on my Mary Philbin since I'm shocked she's still here. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.